So I think we're back.
Okay. So 17-year-old Ashok Kumar playing the leader group Indian Open. I'm trying to tell you on how these kids are different from you and me. What makes them perform under the limelight versus I would definitely get cagey about it. Maybe lots of 95% people of us would kind of shy away from the spotlight, so to say. So here's the situation. He's playing the leader group, Indian Open, Arjun Atwal, and I don't know who the third was, Delhi Golf Club. The fairways are packed with his supporters. All the caddies, the Agewalas from Army Golf Club, Air Force Golf Club, Delhi Golf Club, probably 300-400 guys, wishing him all the luck, blah, blah, blah. There's the flags are fluttering on the right side. I was there. And the whole fairways on both sides are lined with people. And the tee box, like the 18th hole of the Masters,
Right.
tree line, and there's just a small furrow. So I was asking myself, I said, if I was in his position, what would I do? I said, I would probably take a 3-wood, nudge it down the middle, 220 yards, and make a par, and then get my bearings, and then slowly get back. So he looks at them, he takes out his ball, identifies it, good luck, driver down, bang, down the middle, 325, 9-iron on the green.
Wow.
So, of course, he didn't win it, he made a quadruple. What I'm saying is, here is a kid who's not scared. Let me give you another instance on how he thinks different from all of us. The 14th hole of DLF, the Arnold Palmer course, the old one, the double dogleg, right, with two environmentally sensitive areas where you have to take a mandatory drop.
Right.
You can't hit a drive more than 230 or 235 because there's a environmentally sensitive area, and then you have about 260 to fly that thing with OB on the right. So we were playing sub club championship, and it was a shotgun start. So that was the last hole for us, and we were waiting for the people to go ahead on the green, whatever. So he's asking me, "Sir, मैं क्या करूं?" So I had got to know that he needed a par to get into tied with 2-3 other guys and birdie to win outright. So I told him, I said, "भाई देख, तेरा स्कोर इतने अंडर है, तू अगर यहाँ पार कर देगा, तेरा टाई हो जाएगा, and birdie मारेगा तो you have outright winner." तो कहते क्या करूं? मैं कहा, "भाई देख, 260 तूने मारना है यहाँ से, over a ravine, हवा right to left, a slight head. Out of 10 balls, 5 या 6 तो इसके अंदर मारेगा, 2-3 फोर्स लगा के तो राइट ओबी मार देगा, एक बॉल तेरी जाएगी ग्रीन पे. That also is not 100% given. You will 2-putt because the green is sloping. If you're on the wrong side, you can still 3-putt. तो कहता क्या करूं? मैं कहा यार, hit a 9-iron or a wedge. You'll have another sandwich 9-iron. Out of 10 balls, you will make birdie 3 or 4 times out of 10. So, okay. So I turn around. Suddenly I see wood cover is out, 3 wood is out, bang on the green.
Wow.
So I congratulate him. I take a strip. I said, "What the shit? I just told you that 1 out of 10 is going to go on the green. What's wrong with you? It's a good shot." What do you think his answer was?
That was the 1 out of 10.
He said, "Sir, आपने बोला तो 10 में से एक जाएगी ना, मैंने 10 तो मारनी नहीं है, तो एक ही मारनी मैंने, एक ही तो मारनी, मैंने मार दी उसमें, और बाकी 9 तो मारनी नहीं मैंने."
Unreal.
So, I mean, look at the thinking. So here I was using my CA on percentage and probability and this and that way I'll get 3 out of 10 chip putt. So that's the out of the box thinking. That's what makes them what they are. They are not scared because they have no other way. We have our other thing. ये नहीं चलो वो कर लेंगे, ये कर लो, ये कर लो. Parents' money is there. Other things are there. Tinder is there. Credit cards are there. Everything is there. Right swipe, left swipe. Nowadays, at least you have so much of options and attractions, which is just veilage. So it's very important that the person is focused.
Right.
You have to be very, very clear on how to go about it.
Right.
So that's how the foundation came about. That when this guy made the money, then I realized that there will be many more kids like Ashok who would be needing the money to, go to the next stage, and they don't get the opportunity. So we joined a few guys and, like-minded golfers got together, and we started this charitable society in the year 2000. And initially, 5, 7, 8 years, nobody gave any money. I remember Harji Malik came to me the moment it was formed. So she was the editor for Times of India, sports editor.
Right.
He said, Amit, you give me the brief your brief, and I'll put it in the press. I said, no. I said, we have done nothing. We just formed it. The kids' clubs will do the talking. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, which I have nothing to blow really. I mean, what have we done? We've just helped one kid, Ashok Kumar, and that is my personal helping. What have we done? So let the kids' clubs do the talking. And right now we've been sponsored by Tata, who are giving us 3 crores, and people like Amir Khan and actors Anil Kapoor, Jackie Shroff, Bamman Irani, Zaira Wasim. Lots of them have come and supported the cause, and they continue to do so. ITC has given us the course free. They've given us buggies, caddies, weekend. Delhi Golf has given us Wellington, BPGC, you name it. Any and everybody is giving me everything free. So I don't pay for anything. When Amir Khan came, Meridian gave me on a Sunday in December a banquet hall for 3,000 people, the single malts, everything thrown in, all FOC.
Wow.
So not only would they have spent about 40 lakhs, they would have lost income worth 40 lakhs. So their swing was about 80 lakhs is what they contributed.
Yeah, I was there myself. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Okay, you were there. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, we need to just make sure that it carries on and people keep supporting it.
Do you have any plans beyond junior golf? Do you know, yesterday something came up a few days, it's been coming up a lot. A lot of young pros who need support, and they were looking. So how do they go about it? Is there something the Golf Foundation comes up, or would you suggest that what they could do to get them on in their professional careers as well? Good players, but don't have enough support.
See, earlier I was given, when Rashid was, we were looking after Rashid, he wanted sponsorship and he wanted mentoring after that. I said, we are not into the business of financing people. So I spoke to Global Sports, Mahesh is a dear friend and all. So he tried to help out, whatever. So what I'm saying is, unfortunately, our resources are limited.
Right.
So I would like to help everybody, but the money is limited. I have to do drip irrigation. So I can only do it for the underprivileged. Now I'm trying to do it for the less privileged, because Fauji's sons and daughters like me are not that well off either to, have 2 kids to play tournament. Each tournament is, even if it's, subsidized by the Fauji stay, etc., 20, 25, 30,000 goes nowhere. Right. You do need that help, but unfortunately, underprivileged golfer is an oxymoron. So to have a kid who's got no money to eat to be playing this game, it doesn't gel. I mean, I also may not want to give money for a cause where I'm giving money for a kid to play in Hawaii and Scotland and Pebble Beach or wherever else in the US where I have not gone myself.
Right.
I would rather give to cancer or, but having said that, everything has to develop side by side, be it sports, be it education, be it poverty, be it whatever. Otherwise, the parliament after India got independence in 47 would have been held under the banyan tree. Why need a proper thing with ACs, etc.? Because you do need that. You do need to have the infrastructure, and then you can develop around it. So similarly, sports has to be sponsored together. You just can't say that we'll, just help the poverty, let everybody get above the poverty level, then we'll look at it. It has to go hand in hand. Right. So right now, I mean, I am very eager to help out, but again, it's a question of money makes the world go round. So who's going to give the money? And after COVID, there's going to be a slump for a year at least. We are in dire straits right now, but even otherwise, it's very tough to raise money. So at the best, we can raise money where there is a clawback by the players who say that, but when I used to play the Indian Open, I used to speak to these guys, how do they get sponsored? So they said, Amit, there are 7 or 8 individuals who are giving 1 lakh each. That time we could do the whole thing in 8-9 lakhs. And my first, whatever money I make, first it goes to the paying their 8 lakhs. After that, we share the spoils in 75-25 or whatever is the ratio they should decide. But these days, nobody is willing to do that. Everybody wants, hero se paisa mil jaye free, usse mil jaye free, nothing to be given back. So that model is very tough unless there's a Pawan Munjal or somebody or a Dilip Thomas who's willing to stick his neck out and give, dole out cash, because still now, in spite of Tiger, the visibility is not that good. You don't get that value for money or the eyeballs.
Right. And you mentioned two of the big guys who've always supported golf in India, Dilip Thomas, Pawan Munjal.
They are the two backbones, yes. So they have been supporting. Without that, there would be no IGU, there would be nothing. I mean, it would be pretty bad. I mean, the whole Indian golf scene has happened because of Dilip and I think Pawan. Of course, there are lots of other small shoots who are helping out on an individual basis. So maybe even like a golf foundation, there is no comparison. So we are helping out the grassroots level, but so to help out an amateur turn pro, I mean, we could look at if there is a profit sharing coming back or something. I mean, I could speak to Global Sport or something and tie up if that guy is talented. But then everybody is doing it for a profit motive.
Well, so even you kind of offered right there a little silver lining in everything, because you just offered that maybe it could happen and maybe something can be worked out, which is
of course it can. Obviously, I mean, it can be, but right now, if you ask me, no chance with COVID happening. The virus has gotten us by what. So nothing in the next, I think, 1 year at least.
Right. So anyways, thank you so much, Amit, for being here today. And that was an extensive and longest session that we've had on this program. And
I could write an encyclopedia with Amish Jaitha and various guys, Vikram Tandon and all thrown in also, Suman Puris and the rest of it. But I think we can do that some other time.
Yeah, we will definitely do that. Amish actually said that, he was there in that Royal Nepal incident happened, and he was.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah. So fantastic. Sanjay is saying that you must, Sanjay, all the way from Germany, is saying that you must write a book. I think he's.
Book, yes. No, I can write an encyclopedia about a number of people, individuals, and other situations which I don't want to say anything. But it could be a number of anecdotes and number of real life situations with a few curse words in the vernacular, which would kind of spicing it up. But yes, you could definitely write a few books on that.
Sanjay says he will pay in euros, so you have a good thing coming up.
Bilkul. We are ready for the euros, my friend. The color of the money is the same. We don't care. And euros is stronger than the dollar right now, so which is good.
Super. Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you so much. Everybody's enjoyed it a lot, and Sanjay says he must do it, and he's with you on this one.
Okay, great. We'll think about it, sure.
Thank you, Amit, for so much. Thank you.
I was just thinking, since there's just one more. I mean, you have 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure. I have as much as you want.
Okay, so no, basically, see, I've heard a few of your talks. I've heard a few of Digraj's talks and all. The major apprehension parents have is about studies and golf. How do they manage both? So I'll give you my example. We won the gold medal in the Asian 82 games, and that time I had just joined my CA exam. I was doing my CA course, no exam. And as per the CA rules, you have to appear every Sunday in Daryaganj was our center. And then you would qualify for the intermediate, and then if you qualify the intermediate, you go to the final, and then you become a CA. Now, Saturday, Sunday was my golfing days. So I never went for those exams. And as luck would have it, when we won the gold medal, the Delhi government gave me some money and flat, whatever. And the IGU, since I was the first case, now of course they changed the rules, I was made to turn pro. So they said that since you have received money, you are a pro. I said, but I wasn't playing for it. It was given, and it wasn't even announced prior to the Asian Games. It was given as a gratis post. Now the rule has changed that any money coming from the government is exempt from the amateur status. That time it wasn't. So they told me, long story short, that for 2 years, if you want to revert to an amateur, you don't play competitive golf. So that was kind of pretty bad for me because I was in the peak of my this thing and doing well, whatever. So I said, hell with it. So here is the plan B. So I said, I'll not play golf only for 2 years, and I'll sit for my exams, and I cleared all my exams in 2 years.
Wow.
So I appeared for the Sunday exams. I cleared them step by step. In 2 years, I became a CA, and I started playing for India again. Now the irony was, all my CA friends said, "Are you mad? What are you doing CA for? You're a gold medalist." All my golfing friends said, "Are you idiot? You've done CA. Why are you playing golf?" So grass is greener on the other side of the green.
Right.
So each thought, and how did I do it? I was totally focused. There were a lot of guys who were my age or junior to me, whatever. They would come to Delhi Golf Club, spend 12 hours, 14 hours, have tea, थोड़ा चिपट कर लिया, फिर जाके बात कर ली, कुछ कर लिया. Now, of course, there are more distractions. I was very focused. Golf studies, no movies, no socializing, no drinking, no smoking, nothing. So in one shot, I cleared my CA and back as an amateur, kept the house, kept the money, the best of all the three. So if I can do it, and in my time, the pass percentage was 2. Now it's gone up to about 36 to 38%. So we need more CAs. So the quality has gone down. But what I'm saying is that if I can do it, and I was an average student, I wanted to be a doctor, I didn't get the marks, I said, forget it, let's take the easiest route, do BCom, and play golf, and carry on. So I can do C as well as, play reasonable golf. Why not?
So can anybody else then, It's not a
Yeah, exactly. It's easy. I mean, it's no big deal. Yeah. It's a situation on how you handle your time is just time management. And it's like practice doesn't make perfect. Correct practice makes perfect. Similarly, quantity study versus quality study. Quality practice versus quantity practice. That is what makes a good player different from a great player. If you do quality practice, you know what you're working for, rather than just keep beating balls, 1,000 balls, has no meaning, unless you're working on something. Right. So you have to know what you're getting at, get your strong points, see how you'll be ahead of the next guy, be it shining your golf shoes, you feel a little more privileged, or knowing the rules, or doing the yardages on the greens, the slopes on the greens, like I make my own yardage book, trying to get one ahead of the next guy. How do you do it without breaking the rules? So you know the rules, that it's a straight away a heads up on you. You know how to take a better drop, you know how to save shots, other guy can't fool you, you know how people cheat, you can catch them, all that put together. So it's a package deal on how you do time management. In this day and age, you have to be ahead of the rest. And the other guy is not an idiot either. He knows what he is doing. So that is one thing I would like to tell the parents and the kids. It's doable. Everything is doable, provided you go about the right way. Don't just jump in the water and then learn to swim. First, plan yourself, analyze how many hours you have. I used to, when I did my CA, I never studied all the books. I did the last 5 years, there used to be 2 exams every year, so 10 papers. I used to pick out the questions, do a spreadsheet, which are the topics they ask, which are the theory questions, which are the practical questions. Sit down and examine myself in each, under examination condition, 3 hours stopwatch, nobody disturbing me, full underlining, handwriting proper, everything, and do an evaluation myself. So that was good enough for me to clear. People who study reference books, 20 reference books, go for classes. I did that also, but not just, just dive in and start studying from the preface and go till the index till the end. No. What is important? What is not important? What will come 100%? What is the probability of this happening? Because the course is so vast in CA, and I being an average student, there was no way I would have cleared. So it's something you have to analyze on how to study intelligently, how to practice intelligently.
Right.
So that is a takeaway from, how to marry the two. And it was perfect, because when I used to get tired studying, physically I used to go and enjoy myself. I used to get tired physically, mentally come and, do a nice discourse on that. And I was fresh for both. Whereas the guy who would come there for 14 hours would just while away time drinking tea and coffee and toast and whatever. I never did all that. I used to cycle down, get physically fit, cycle back, play, save money on the caddy, pick up my own ball, do my own chipping, putting, get sharper around the greens, get the job done.
I mean, you've efficiently put it in such a good packaging. It's unreal what you just said in the
I
last
mean,
step.
I'm not saying I'm living what I'm saying, but yes, I am. I mean, I have done it. And like I said, I was an average student, not that I was Einstein, or Einstein was, of course, also had failed. But not saying that I'm somebody who was topping in my class. Like I said, I wanted to be a doctor. I didn't get the marks. I was going to go to Vellore and all. I said, "Nee, chodo yaar, marks hi nahi aa rahe. First division nahi aa rahe, to kahan jayenge?" And I didn't even do BCom honors. I did BCom pass. I said, why go against the wind? हमने golf खेलनी है. CA was never on the radar. I said, चलो कर लेंगे, देखेंगे. So my objective then, luckily for me, I got because of my gold medal, I got lost my amateur status. That was a blessing in disguise. So things like that just happen for you, and then you go with the flow, man. You take it as it comes. You hit a OB, carry on. Next fall, recover. So always have a plan B. Never give up. So whether you have injury, you have whatever else, have a plan B. Plan C. If this doesn't work out, overlap. 40 years overlap. Next day, 10 finger, chalo. No, one way is to cry, nahi yaar, theek nahi ho raha, mar gaya, ye wo. Even now I have a hip problem. I had a knee problem. Doctor said you need a hip knee replacement 20 years back. I'm running the half marathon now. So it just depends on mind over matter and whatever your body can take. So it's just how strong you are and what you can do and what you advise. So if anybody has a problem, needs any mentoring, I'm free to help out even after this. There's no issue. If somebody needs, how to structure it or how to the US, or I send my son to the US, UC San Diego, and I also told him, how do you play your golf? He hits his 3-iron longer than my driver. He hit about 260, 270 a 3-iron. But I said, that's no good. The third hole in Classic from the regular tees, he hit a driver and a wedge. Where I hit a driver and a 3-wood, I didn't get on. Of course, I made birdie, he made par. But what I'm saying is driver and a wedge, 550 yards. Where I hit a driver 3-wood. And that was about 5-6 years back. So, I was still okay then. So, but end of the day, you have to put the numbers on the card. Or like that guy, the coach in the US, this is a technique on how to hit a flop shot and chip, and then he ended up giving us $60 every day. So it's not a question of how, but how many. You ask a Chaurasia, ask a Mukesh Kumar, he's above 51, ready over 110, 20 tournaments, still winning. And see a swing. You see Jeev Milkha swing. I mean, somebody sees a swing, and so his is all 100% hard work.
True.
So it's not how. But again, you have to see that. But if Jeev had a proper swing, or if Mukesh or these guys had a proper swing, where could they have gone? Maybe they would have been nobody. We don't know. Maybe. But so you had the Noni, you had Jamshed, you had all these guys, Rohtas and all. They were all like Rohtas was also over the top helicopter, but they were all self-made. Even when I was there, who was there? Mangelal ji was there, Mahinder, Ramdayal. None of them were really educated or golf savvy, or there was no TV, nothing was there. Now you have K-West, you have this, you have launch monitor, you have blah, 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 all the gizmos, all the each angle, what muscle is firing, what you should be. Ours used to be like a hit and trial, a quadratic equation. ABC, A में 5 डाल दो, नहीं हुआ 6 डाल दो, 7 डाल दो, तो 10 में हो गया. Here they say solve for A, solve for B, solve for C. Khatam. So that's the difference. They have so much of advantage over us. In my time, don't do any weights. You will get your fly, you won't be able to turn. Up Tiger Woods 350 bench press karna. Jack Nicklaus do a reverse C, sara back you would give I had a slip disc. So what I'm saying is that the kids of today are 100 times better. We used to play with hickory shafts, Dunlop 65 balls, 1.62, 1.68 now, Pro V1. Those Balatas used to have Pro Traj, Low Traj, High Traj. We used to buy them in the Indian Open guys at a premium. I mean, it was crazy. There was nothing available, no equipment. The greens were like the tees here. There were 6 on the stump, 7 on the stump. We used to go abroad playing on 11, 12, 13. We didn't know what to do. Now everything, the greens here are pretty much, comparable with the ones abroad. Maybe not the wind and the cold and the rain, but whatever it is, at least the greens are, international standards.
Yeah.
So there's a huge advantage the kids have got, and now they can really cash in on that. And the Indians are very hardworking, but they have to be intelligent workers. So there's no point just beating balls and beating balls. And it's like Amit Dubey, very talented golfer, but every second day he would change his swing. Because he wanted perfection. And he was like a mule. He would not keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. But he would never. I remember we had gone to Chile for the World Amateur, where I had met Sergio Garcia and Matt Kuchar. I'll just tell you a story about Matt Kuchar. So we were practicing, and Dilip was our manager, and there was a downhill. Greens were all downhill back to front. And the thing was, you had to leave it on an uphill because they were very fast downhill. So we went into a bunker, and we were hitting our bunker shots, and the ball would pick off and go off the green. So we were hitting the shot. So I went and placed my ball on the edge of the hole, and I ran back. I said, "मैंने रोक दी." Dubey is competitive. मैं भी रुकूंगा, मैं भी रुकूंगा. So he kept hitting. So Dilip saying, "Come on, Amit, let's go." नहीं sir, अभी आ रहा हूँ. Amit ने रोक दी, मैं भी रुकूंगा. So he couldn't get into the head that I haven't placed the ball. Just sit down, kept running back. मैं भी रुकूंगा, मैं भी रुकूंगा. मैं कह रहा So you have to see on how to what to do and how to do it. So he was very talented, but he would want perfection with everything. And he would start changing his swing. Even Fatty Gupta had the best swing. One day I saw him on the 14th hole. One ball he hit left, went in the bush, played a provisional left bush, third left bush. By the time his players had gone, I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to cut it." I said, "Hell with your cut. Yeah, if you're drawing the ball, you draw and you practice on the range." He said, "No, I have to cut it." I said, "Buddy, take the practice ball and keep hitting them." I mean, so people don't understand that whatever is your swing for the day, stick with it. And then after the game, practice. If you're not doing well, not doing well. But live with what you have, get the job done. Like I played the senior amateur. The first hole, JP Greens, I remember, I was 20 yards from the green with my tee shot. First day, first hole of the seniors. Pin was in the middle. I thinned my second shot slightly, went over, thinned from there. I made a double. Second, I parred. Third, again, I thinned. I was just over the water. I was very close to the green, thinned it, two putted. By the time I came to the fifth hole, I was just over the green. I mean, I went for the flag. I was one over then. And I could not use a putter because the grass was against me because all the lawnmowers were coming off. And the green was sloping towards the water. So I took out my wedge. I left it there. Took out my wedge, again left it there. So I'm 3 and still not in the first cut of the rough, the second cut. So I said, "Hell with you," took out my putter, I hit it about 8 feet, hold that, took a double, finished the round 4 over, playing with a putter. Off the green, I said, "Hell with it, rescue putter, take a bogey and get out." I won the tournament. But what I'm saying is, until date, I have the yips. I practice every time. I just cannot, and I've taken lessons from any and everybody. So be it SSP Chaurasia, be it Rashid or Shubham or Gaurav Ghai or Vivek Bhandari, all the top doyens in chipping, and they all have different functions. Jyoti Randhawa, he says take it here, Gaurav says take it here, 1/4, one guy says take it half swing. So everything works for them. So what I'm saying is that you have to get the job done. I'm telling myself, you are 5 here, this is the third hole, you have 2 more days to go. How will you're playing middle round? Get the damn ball in the hole.
Right.
You can't use a wedge, don't use a wedge. Use a rescue, don't use a rescue, use a putter. But get the ball in the hole.
Get it in,
So,
get it done.
Yeah, so you get the job done. Like Ajay Gupta was hitting left. मैं कह तो फिर में तो मार दे. कट नहीं आ रही यार. बाद में कर ले, लड़ाई थोड़ा लड़नी उससे. तो होल में तुम डालो यार, क्या करना है?
Right.
I was playing one Indian Open. I was 6-7 shots behind Jyoti, and I was 11th hole. I was playing a very known guy. I don't remember his name. So he tells me, "You got a very good height. You play cricket?" I said, "No. I think you should switch to bowling. You take up cricket." I said, "Excuse me, I'm 5 under right now." And this is, I'm talking about the 90s. So like 5 under, like about 8-9 under after 10 holes. No, I think you should not play golf. Play cricket. I said, "You bugger, you are bloody 1 under a par. I am 5 under. And we are same after 3 days. So obviously I am way ahead of you. And I'm catching Jyoti. Jyoti was 6-7 under. I was 5 under. I said, I've got him here. No, you change your sport. You got a very good height. You have very good leverage. I said, "Chale, golf खेल लूँ मैं." I'm 5 under. You think no, you change. So these are the kind of guys. So everybody has their own things. What do you want to do? You have to decide.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, if anybody needs any help or guidance, I'm more than willing to help out. But I think one passing statement I would make, the final statement, is that all of us are so involved with our lives and our sport, especially for golfers. Even now, we're saying COVID khatam ho gaya, ab golf course pe jayega. For the professionals or the wannabes or the youngsters who are juniors, they want to turn pro. It's the be all and end all. My simple advice is, don't take your golf seriously or your profession seriously. In fact, don't take life seriously, because nobody comes out alive. So whoever is there is going to die. So today you feel that you are Mr. X, you are Mr. Y, you are this thing. If you extrapolate yourself, you are in a Milky Way, in a solar system. If you remove the solar system, it's a speck in the whole universe. In that solar system, you are on a small Earth. In that Earth, you are in a small city called Delhi. In that Delhi, you are in a small house. In that, you're a small individual, which is totally insignificant. But the ego is, अरे मैं हूँ, मैंने बड़ी मार दी है, 4 बड़ियां मार दी, 5 बड़ियां मार दी, मेरी गोल्फ खराब होगी, आज तो 3 ओवर 8 ओवर कर दिया, कैसे बनेगा, क्या होगा? So what I'm saying is, your basic thing, of course, I'm not saying don't work hard. Don't get me wrong. Try your best. To God leave the rest. So don't give up. But first thing is, enjoy the sport. If you don't enjoy the sport, do not play. Just lump it. If you are not enjoying the sport, that's why with all the injuries, I'm still playing. Whether my hand goes, this goes, one hand goes, I practice with the right hand. Right hand goes, I practice with the left hand. Fingers have gone, doesn't matter. So you have to see how to work around it. Your body is very versatile. So main thing is enjoyment. So if you put the cart before the horse, nothing will go. The horse has to be ahead of the cart. So here the horse is your happiness, your enjoyment in playing the sport. So whichever sport, whether it's cricket, football, doesn't matter, golf, whatever. But if you do not enjoy it, if you do not enjoy the competition, if you do not enjoy the pressure, of course you'll be nervous on the first tee, everybody is. But if you do not, and you cannot play under the spotlight, do not take it up professionally. That's what I told my son. I said, I'll give you 2 years, 3 years, you give yourself whatever years you want. If you feel you can make it, do it. If you cannot, then don't do it. So that's what it is. His son has just walked in. He has a long life.
Well done.
You give 2-3 years to give yourself
Hi,
time.
DV. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
So that's what it is. If you are not enjoying the sport, just lump it. Don't go ahead. And a lot of people turn pro, which is fine. It's teaching pro or whatever else. But the sooner you make the decision, the better it is. You give yourself time, and after that, once you make up your mind, go for it overall. Give it your 110%. Be it exercising, be it lessons, be it whatever else. Don't compromise. But you will be your final judge. The wearer knows where the shoe pinches. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, like the bumblebee, that you cannot turn pro or you can turn pro. The call is yours. If somebody says, no, you cannot, as an amateur, you are coming third in the amateur. No, it doesn't matter. But if you can put the numbers on the card, your swing is bad, doesn't matter. If you can get it up and down, so be it. You hit the ball 250, but you're chipping putting every time you're in. That's much better. A 1-inch putt is equal to a 300-yard drive.
True.
So you have to ask yourself, can you do it or you can't do it? So it's the call of the individual, not even the parents. So parents should not live their dreams through their kids. Let the kids do what they want. Let them excel. Let them take the call. You are there just as guidance, as a support, financially or otherwise. The kids have to make the final call. And they are old enough, 16, 17 is old enough. They know how to pick themselves, see the scores they are shooting on the courses, see the scores are coming in the pros, and just do evaluation. or a person who just turned pro who was their compatriot. What is he doing? How worse you were of him? How much has he improved? You get some kind of a benchmark. So they have all the benefits of that, of all the technical help, equipment, training, good golf courses, good equipment, balls, everything is perfect. Not like hickory shafts and all I used to play with or you used to play with. The wood flying off, plastic inserts, different things. And, we were still happy with that. Leather grips. They were different times. But now the situation has changed. The kids have to decide and how to go ahead. And I'll tell you another story. I was playing with Jyoti and this guy, Mardan Mohammed from Singapore. Yeah. So he's won, I think, 6-7 times on the Asian Tour. And Jyoti, of course, is the known devil. So we were playing Safra. Some course in Singapore. And after 69 holes, we were tied. And I remember the third last hole was a par 5 downhill with the water body in the front, about 600 yards, not reachable. And Ajay Gupta had got me these fake Callaway Big Berthas. And I could hit that off the fairway. But in spite of that, he had a good drive. I had a good driver off the deck from a downhill lie. And I was still about 50 yards from the green, 40 yards. These guys had laid up with a whatever, rescue or whatever. And so they both hit. So we were all 10 under with 3 holes to go. Mardan hit first to about 6 feet. Almost a birdie. Jyoti hit 4 feet. I said, shit man, I'm going to be ending up third. Anyways, I hit it to about 2.5 feet. They both missed a hole.
Wow.
So I said, good. Next was a par 3, 200 yards. Slight dogleg with bunkers in the way. So I said, okay, play right, slight draw I used to get. I ended up right edge of the green, good chip putt, par. These guys, I think also, these guys both made bogey. They both went for the flag and in the bunker made bogeys. So I'm 2 ahead and last hole to go, Brandon was the manager, I remember. So Brandon came to me and I'm 2 ahead, but the 18th hole was a curving dogleg, OB left, OB right. So I said, boys, I anyways draw the ball. I said, should I aim towards the OB, right to left? Now, suddenly your mind is thinking, 2 shots ahead, 2 to go, but 1 OB and it's all over.
Right.
So anyways, long story short, I hit it. I hit a driver and another driver, chipped up, made a birdie. Jyoti hold it. So Jyoti came second. I finished 12 under. Jyoti finished 9 under, whatever. And he beat Mardan Mohammed. And the best part was, after the tournament, they asked me, Mr. Luthra, we saw you did not take a caddy. Now, the situation was, IU had given us money, but they used to give us X amount. So we were trying to minge on that because traveling was more and drinks and whatever. We thought we'll have some for dinner or whatever. So I used to take a pull cart. So I led that tournament start to finish. I finished 12 under, so that's 3 under per round. So they asked me that, why did you not take a caddy? Now, I couldn't say, I'm saving on the money or the federation, whatever. So I said, there are 2 or 3 reasons. He said, yes, I'm thinking, what reason do I give them? I said, one is I get physically fit. He said, yeah, good.
Well done.
I said, secondly, I am not in a quandary because whatever decision I take, I'm not conflicted. If I say left edge of the line, it's left edge. Caddy says right edge, I won't know. The third, once I make a mistake, I am blaming myself. I'm not cursing my caddy, which goes on for the next 2-3 holes. Very good. So phase 2, 6 years down the line, same tournament, same course. Big hoarding, we go there. Caddy is mandatory. I said, what is all this about? They said, after you left, for 3 months, nobody took any caddies. They said, if Luthra can do it and win 12 under, the pro record there was 13 under for 4 days. He can win 12 under. So obviously, so caddies went on strike. What the shit, man? What the hell, man? This guy has come, he's won start to finish, and he's saying, no, caddies needed. Where do we go? So there's a caddies mandatory. And then that year I did win. So I said, see, the caddies are mandatory, how could I win? I was always in 2 minds.
Nice one. That was super.
Yeah, so the situations are like that where you learn on how to play within yourself and, use whatever is your best knowledge.
Right.
And we had a good team. Amritinder was there. I remember AMIT was there. Jyoti was there. All these guys were there. It was a good Indian team, but a lot of good Dino Quick and lots of other good guys who turned pro after that were all playing there. So it was a nice event.
So Amit, what does the future look like to you now for Indian golf, and what do you think that kids of today are they headed the same way? Do they have the same camaraderie that you had with your fellow golfers? Do you think it's going that way, or
I
is it
think
different now?
whatever little I have seen, you see, I played some pro tournaments. 95% people I didn't know. Earlier I used to know everybody, Nonis and Jamsheds and Rohtas and Ramdayal and Moor Singhs and everybody I knew. Now when I played one or two events, pro-am, I didn't know anybody, probably 5% or, Mukesh and all. But whatever I've seen, the scoring, the Asian Tour, I think they're on the right track. They're physically very focused, technically very sound. Main thing is they're not afraid to win. Most of us used to be, yaar, abhi to 22-23 saal ke hain, we can't, how can we win now? Jada experience ho jayega, jeetenge. Under the spotlight, we used to shy away.
Right.
The kids today can go deep. They're winning. See Shubhankar. See all our girls who are doing so well. They are just at the age of 18, 17, they are kicking ass. So that's what I think they're on the right track. Only thing is we need to have a bigger base. See, bigger the base, the higher the pyramid. Now you see the number of US Tour players on the US Tour. We have one, and our Arjun Adwal has won. Daniel was also there. Chalo, we'll take credit for him also. He also won 3 times. So, but that is amazing results. But till we have a wider base, we are not going to have a high pyramid. So we need to have more people coming in so that there are more people. It's like a lottery. More people getting a shot at getting $1 million. The more the tickets you buy, the more the chances. So while our kids are working very hard, they're on the right track, everything, I'm pretty happy with the way it's going. But I think the only thing lacking is the infrastructure. We need more public courses. We need more coaches like you and other people who are there. Maybe Amandeep, Joel, Noni, Jasjeet, etc., etc. Yourself, so a whole lot of people need to be there to push infrastructure, courses, coaches, and of course tournaments are needed to go the whole 9 yards.
Great. Thank you so much for that insight into your the way that you came up in golf, the way that you brought other kids up in golf, your friends, your everybody who supported you, everybody who you had fun with growing up into this game. And I think it's been an invaluable experience that everybody here has gone through today. I think, and definitely, I think a lot of them will get in touch with you. They will definitely get in touch with me to ask you to mentor them and how they can take help and advice from you in the future. And I'll definitely direct those people onto you.
I'll give you one more instance, although we're out of time. So I was playing the World Amateur and Matt Kuchar was there.
Right, yeah, so, Matt Kuchar,
yeah. So we were playing in Chile and so he was in, so I watched him play. So what used to happen is that they were like demigods. They were going to turn pro, Matt and all. So I saw one hole he putted and he left it, about a foot short and he didn't mark. He just went and marked the ball. So I thought maybe it's the same slope rule he's trying to use like I did with Thongchai. So I said, why did you mark the ball after you hold out? He said, if I had hold out, the whole crowd would have gone off and the other players would have got disturbed. So I didn't hold out purposely so that the people stayed there till I hold out, then they would move to the next tee. So that was the thinking behind Matt Kuchar, which I thought was very considerate.
Right.
And so they were taking photographs. I remember all the teams, there were about 50 teams or whatever in the World Cup. So they were all lined up for taking photographs with the American team. So Indians were like 40th or something right behind and the buses were there to take us back. So I went up to Matt. I said, Matt, listen, if you guys want to take a photograph with the Indian team, better do it now because we are going otherwise. You will miss the chance. So he said, yeah, guys, come here. So he took them all out of line and the Indians joined. We took our photographs and went on. And then I met Sergio also. So I asked, Sergio's dad used to play on the US Tour. He was carrying. So I asked him, I said, what's his handicap? He said, and that time he was probably 14 or something. He said, he's +5. He's really good. And I said, great. And in fact, we were playing the Asia Pacific in Malaysia. And we were coming down, we were staying in the Concord Hotel. So 2 floors we were coming down, and we had this New Zealand manager, captain. He's wearing that blazer. And we were nine shots behind going on the last day from New Zealand and Japan, whatever. So we were coming like 6th. So we're coming down 2 floors. So I saw him. I said, you are the captain for New Zealand. And there was the Philip Tatarungi. Remember, he had won the World Amateurs as an individual. He had beaten everybody, and he was a part of the team. And I was supposed to play with him the last day. I said, I'm playing with your boy. So he said, okay. I said, but you are the coach. Can you give me one lesson? He said, yes. No, he didn't say yes. So because we were just coming down 2 floors. So I went like this. So I just... So I said, okay, now see my swing, okay? And we had the lift, there were 5, 6 guys. So I did like this. That guy didn't do a word. He just walked out. He just walked out. He thought I'm mad. The Indian guys are the nuts. He has the and that is, Jyoti shot a 4-under, I shot a 1-under, Amit and they shot a par or something, and we beat them. We came 3rd. So New Zealand beat their world number 1 and this captain thinking I'm mad. I said, just tell me what to do. I did like that. 10 seconds after the lift right. So fun and frolics are there. So how to just keep these guys entertained?
I believe the hotel buffets were always at a threat when you used to go for breakfast.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to have a good appetite. And I remember once we had gone to Malaysia, we had this Pizza Hut, 7 ringgit, I still remember, eat all you want. So we had played golf in the morning, no breakfast, had finished at about 3 o'clock. And the buffet used to close at 4 o'clock. Every Tuesday, they used to have the 7 ringgit deal. Now, ringgit was that time 5 rupees or something. I'm talking about 90s, so 35 rupees. So they had this Hawaiian pizza, family size. So I said, get us this Hawaiian. So she gave me 1 slice. I said, get a full pizza. There were 4, 5. I said, no, 1 slice. So I ate that. I asked for another one. Then she started giving me 2, 2. Then she started getting 4, 4. Finally, she got a whole pizza. A huge pizza. So, and I used to leave the back crust out. I should not eat that. Mainly I counted, I had eaten 6 family size pizzas for 7 ringgit. 6 family size. And she was giving me 1 slice at a time. I said, what are you doing? He said, no, you have this first and you see. And Coke was free in that, so you had whatever, few pitchers of Coke and all. So yeah, one used to have a good appetite. Now it's come down. Now I just probably have 4 of them. So 4 family size.
Super, man, super. So your appetite was fantastic then. And tell me something more about Indian golf. We have about 5 minutes left, so we can just use those 5 minutes up as well.
Sure. And, so let me also tell you about the situations about golf. So I was playing this qualifying round in Delhi Golf Club, and the secretary told me that this guy you're going to be playing with cheats a bit. So I said, okay, don't worry, I'll handle him and keep an eye on him. So he was a 4 handicap, but maybe that was not his day. So finally on the 18th hole he finishes, and I said, what do you shoot on this hole? He said, 7. I said, no, you had a 12. So he said, no, you see all the cuts I've got in my arms, I'm in the bush. I said, yeah, what have the cuts got to do with it? If you've hit 12 shots, they will hit 12 shots. Anyways, he was pissed off. He said, देख ले साथ नहीं लिखेगा तो ठीक नहीं होगा. I looked at him. I said, what do you mean ठीक नहीं होगा? कहता फिर देखो बाहर देख लूंगा मैं. तू यहीं देख रहा है ना मुझको अभी क्या देख रहा है? आजा बता क्या देख रहा है तूने? So what I'm saying is, people cheat blatantly. I must tell you another. We were playing in Jalandhar, Brandon, me, this amateur. So there were 2 amateurs and 2 pros. I don't remember the whole number. There was a par 3 over water and OB on the right side. And the amateur was given the slips to, post where they used to put the leaderboard. So after 9 holes, we were waiting, and this was the leader round, the last day, sorry, and we were the leader group. So Brandon looks, this amateur's name was on top. So he calls him, hey, come here. How are you 3 under? I said, no, 3 under. He said, on that par 3, you bloody went down in 10. So he said, no, I had a 4. The 4 was in the water. Then you hit your third OB. Then you hit your 5th in the water. Then 7th on the green, on the bunker. Then out and 3 par, whatever. 10 down. That's just 6 kar le. What? He said, I'll give you 2 slaps. What is 7? It's not very high.
6 kar le.
Another one. So Ashok Kumar was my prodigy when I had got him up. So he was playing in Noida Pro-Am. So this gentleman, I won't name him, he comes and the pro has to fill up the card. And the team of 4, 3 amateurs and a pro. So he takes the card from Ashok, takes out $500, gives to all the 3 caddies, writes a score at 3 over, 2 over, whatever, playing over 20 handicap. And he said, "Ab khelo." He said, "Sir, kya kar rahe ho? Maine bharna hai." Kehta, "Dekh Ashok, tum golf khelo. Ab khelo." So he is already filled the card. So I told Ashok, I said, "Why didn't you report it?" Kehta, "Sir, main kya karu?" Kehta, "Paise bhi de diye sir. What do I do?" But it doesn't happen only in India. I went to play the German amateur in Stuttgart. I had gone with my wife.
We have 30 seconds on this, huh, Amit? We have 30 seconds to cut off.
It was an am thing. So one of the par 5s, I hit my second shot OB. I didn't know that was my practice round plus the am tournament. So the guy I was playing with, he said, "You hit another ball." I said, "No, it's gone OB." So my wife said, "What's happening?" I'm saying that he wants to cheat. He wants to change my score and his also. She said, "You tell him we'll write his score whatever you want. Yours you should write correctly." I said, "Nonsense. He'll write his score also correctly." What nonsense? So what I'm saying is cheating happens globally here. So
let's join up again. It's going to get cut off in 10 seconds. So
okay.
We'll just join up on the other side again. All right. So Amit, we're going to do a little bit more and then we'll shut it off. But okay. It's going to end right now. So Amit, we just join up again. All right.
Okay.